Right, everybody, what is going on? My name is Pete, but you probably already knew that. But in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one and only Paid to Drive and Pay to Drive Logs, day number 1210, coming at you. And let's jump on into this, everybody. So if you drive for apps like GrubHub, DoorDash, Postmates, Uber Eats, or any of the others, you should definitely be subscribed to this channel with all notifications on and hit that like button. All right, so something a little bit different today, everybody. A lot of people have been worrying for years in the gig economy about self-driving vehicles, autonomous robots, things that are going to take our jobs. They took our jobs! Any South Park people out there? So hopefully this article may put you at ease. Maybe it won't, but let's give it a shot. I'll put the link in the description down below. Just click show more to check it out. And thank you to James Ruffalo for sending me this. The self-driving robots are coming to transform your job. Kind of. Also, very slowly. That's the not quite exclamatory upshot of a new report from the Washington, D.C. based Securing America's Future Energy. The group advocates for a countrywide pivot away from oil dependency, one it hopes will be aided by the speedy adoption of electric self-driving vehicles. So it commissioned a wide-ranging study by a phalanx of labor economists to discover how that could happen, and whether America might transform into a Mad Max-like desert hell along the way. The news mostly is good. For one, self-driving vehicles probably won't wreck the labor market to the point where gig economy workers are hired out as mobile blood bags. In fact, they'll eventually feed the economy, accruing an estimated $800 billion in annual benefits by 2050, a number mostly in line with previous researchers' projections. Everybody still with me in the chat? All right. 2 robocars won't disappear the jobs all at once. We have a labor market characterized by churning, continual job creation and destruction, says Erica Groshin, a visiting labor economist at Cornell University and former commissioner of labor statistics who worked on the report. The challenge is to make the transition as smooth as possible. The economists predict the most disruptive technologies, like trucks that can drive themselves in most but not all road situations, won't arrive until the mid-2030s at the earliest. So go ahead and breathe that sigh of relief, but only one. It's time to prep for fewer truckers and cab drivers right now. According to the report, most of autonomous vehicles' benefits come from saving lives that would be lost to crashes. The 40,000 or so deaths on U.S. roads every year are terrible and terribly expensive. That's the medical care, plus the emergency services, plus the legal costs, the workplace costs, the property damage, and the traffic costs. That includes the cost of the fuel to sit in traffic. Crashes cost the U.S. economy about $840 billion per year. Jeez. Autonomous vehicles won't delete crashes from American life, but they should reduce them. Robots don't get drunk or high or sleepy or look at cell phones when they should be staring at the road. They won't even have phones. Thus, the economists estimate driving might reduce crash costs by $118 billion annually by 2050. Factor in quality of life improvements, and you get closer to $385 billion in yearly savings. I mean, we are talking some serious money here. The SAFE report also suggests some jobs will be easier to reach via self-driving car. You'd probably be more into a longer commute if you could just twiddle your thumbs or send even more emails the whole time. That just might open up a whole new population of workers to different sorts of businesses, assuming traffic isn't so terrible that it scares everyone off the roads. The economists chose not to factor in induced demand, or the idea that making travel easier will bring a ton more cars to the road. Okay. The less great news is that, yes, some categories of jobs will probably disappear forever. Truckers in particular will eventually face some displacement, but the timing here is crucial. The first wave of automation to hit American roads won't be too advanced. People trained as truckers will have to guide vehicles between distribution centers and the long open highway where the autonomous tech can do its thing. meaning there will still be jobs for people used to sitting behind the wheel. The big changes won't kick in for at least a few decades. The economists figure their report examines a range of autonomous vehicle deployment scenarios, but even the fast version doesn't see unemployment increases between 0.6 to 0.13%, with 2 or 3 years of $18 billion in annual wage losses until the mid-2040s or even mid-2050s. When even better automation makes it to the streets, by then most of today's truck drivers will be out of the biz. The average age of a driver now is 55 years old. That should leave politicians, CEOs, and lawmakers plenty of time to prep. Perhaps ask private companies to help pay for the labor fallout from their tech, or be transparent with workers and responsive to their concerns. Also, boost government programs that might redirect and retrain professional drivers and collect more data and better data on how market forces are affecting displaced workers. We should not panic, but we should not be complacent, says Amitai Bin Nun, who oversees SAFE's autonomous vehicle and mobility work. Remember, to get to Thunderdome, a lot of negligent tech companies, policymakers, and government drones had to pass the buck. Man, Mad Max reference there. So what do we think, guys? Does this put you at ease? Does this make you more nervous? Let me know your thoughts down below. All right. The fact of the matter is this. The future is the future. Technology keeps getting more advanced. Skynet, like Terminator. I mean, things are getting crazy. Think about it. The fact that I'm sitting here right now in my living room, recording a video on my computer, putting it out to the internet, onto YouTube, where you guys are watching it, wherever you are in the world. Pretty wild. You know, if you told me this 20, 30 years ago, I would have been like, what? You know, so think about that. We are in the future, no matter how you slice it. And with that being said, everybody, it is time to say thank you to those who give a little something every month to help out the channel. Over at patreon.com/PaidToDrive. When you hear your name called, say, yes, Pete, I heard my name. If you want to sign up, links in the description and in the pinned top comment. We've got BBA Master Yoda Nottingham, Brian Pomeroy, Heidi Barnes, Kurt Paul, Tulsa Todd, William Boudreau, Alan G. Van Horn, Drew Hanor, Frank Haviland, Jason Casta, Justin Case, Katie Coppin, Sarah Keston, Scott Freisner, Sherry Cassidy, Stephen Neely, Fernando Carranza, Lulu Laura, Jenny Thomas, John Bonacci, Kimberly Thomas, Matt Epperson, Nick G., Terrence Pacheco, Terry DeLong, and Valerie Brown. Very special thank you to all of you. Sign up down below, and also sign up for the Get Upside Gas app, 100% free. Stop procrastinating. Make sure to download it. Links in the description. All you have to do is pump your gas, print out your receipt, take a picture of your receipt with the Get Upside Gas app, and within 48 hours or so, you'll get anywhere from 15 cents to 45 cents a gallon back, which is pretty fantastic. And if a friend or family member signs up using your code, you'll get paid every time they pump gas. It's called Get Upside. The link is in the description down below. Make sure to go check it out and download it. Check out PaidToDriveStore.com for t-shirts and hoodies, and comment END304 if you made it to the end, END304. Subscribe with all notifications on, hit the red button, hit that like. The likes are a little low. And until next time, get that money, get that honey, keep hustling, keep bustling, and we'll see you all next time right here on Pay to Drive and Pay to Drive Vlogs. Take care, everybody. Peace.